What's good, y'all? It's Seeks for the Kingdom. We back. Make sure we hit that like button on the video, man. Support. Show me some love. Don't just be watching me. Support. Man, you going to get that back tenfold. People, if you support people, people going to support you. So make sure we hit that like button on the video, man. Don't just be watching me. But let's get it. Let's go. I'm going to tell y'all about the time where I folded on my semen retention journey, but it wasn't even the semen retention part, me cracking on that caused it. So back in 2023, I went cold turkey on stop smoking weed and to stop watching porn, masturbating, defiling my body, fornicating, having sex with women, all that. So I went cold turkey on that. And I went months without doing either of those things. I was on fire. I was reading my Bible every day. I was fired up, man. And, on semen retention, bro, we're most of the time, we're isolated. We're not kicking it with, old friends or nothing like that. We're just in a season of isolation. So in this time of semen retention, I was just, man, I was fired up. And I was reading my Bible, but I just got into a lonely state. I was like, bro, I've just been alone for months, but it's the first time ever in my life where I'm in a season of isolation. I'm not kicking with no one. So I'm just all alone. I'm like, yo, man, I want to be around somebody right now. I want to kick it with somebody. So I'm on Instagram, right? And it's this female who I've never met in person, but she's been following me on IG for years, and we've always been IG cool, right? So, long story short, she had hit me up or something like that, you feel me? Or somehow we just started texting, and we was going back and forth, and we exchanged each other's numbers through the DM, and then one thing led to another, and she wanted to pull up on me. And she was trying to smoke some. And at that time, obviously, I'm not smoking. And obviously, I'm already in my mind. I'm like, yo, I'm not finna hit that blunt. But, you see, I just got weak, bro. I was just being bro, I wouldn't even say I was on no simp time because I didn't want to kick it with her to try to sleep with her or anything like that. I wasn't even trying to smoke, even though that's what she pulled up for, to have a smoke session. But see, I wasn't I didn't tell her, you know what I'm saying, yo, I'm not trying to smoke. I kind of just let her pull up and thinking I was going to smoke. But I was going into that link up thinking to myself, oh, okay, I'm not going to hit the blunt. But no. I'm going to hit the blunt, but I'm not going to inhale nothing. I'm going to just act like I'm smoking it. I'm going to act like I'm really inhaling it, but I'm going to just hold it in my mouth and then just blow it out. So I thought I was going to get away with that, but we in the car, so we hotboxing the whip, so I'm going to get high. But I didn't think about it like that until mid-smoke session. I'm like, yo, I'm about to get loaded, bro. I'm already kind of feeling it. Even though I wasn't inhaling nothing, because I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to get high. But then at the same time, I wasn't strong enough to tell this woman, you know what I'm saying? We could kick it in the car, but I'm not smoking. But I didn't tell her that, which I should have, you know what I'm saying? But, I fell short, man. I'm taking accountability. I fell short on that, and I ended up getting high. But I'm one of them people, man, to where I wouldn't call myself a perfectionist, but in a case like that, I was filled with so much shame and guilt to where, bro, I just couldn't get over the fact that I really had disappointed God, and I felt so shameful and so guilty. So I'm like, all right, if I smoked and I got high, then I might as well watch some porn right now, or I might as well fornicate or do this or do that. So what happened after that? One tire popped on the car, so I popped the other three and I drove it off the cliff. So I dug myself into a deeper hole by starting a whole new, by starting that whole new cycle all over again. And like I said in my past videos as well, whenever you break free from a certain sin, whenever whenever Christ delivers you from a certain sin, and when you go back into your vomit, it's going to be 100 times harder to get your life back. I'll keep saying that over and over again so y'all don't make the same mistake I did. Because when I went back that second time, it was so much harder to get to really get my fire back. And for months, I was cold. You see, I was never like, my spirit didn't want to do that stuff no more. My spirit didn't want to do that stuff no more, but my flesh was weak. And bro, I was just weak at the time. But for months I was cold. Now, I was never lukewarm. I never wanted to be lukewarm. The mentality I had was, I was either all or nothing. I was either all in with the Most High, or I was just cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do that. Like, okay, one day I'm not smoking, and then, I end up going back. I wanted to be fully delivered, fully free from them chains, or just cold, bro. So I was cold for months, man. And I probably went like about like a month or two every day. From that point on, I was smoking every day since. And this is how stupid it is, bro. And when I was smoking, I would go to the dispensary. I would hit the plug up. I would go to the dispensary, anything like that. And I would buy weed or buy a pen, smoke, get high, and then throw the pen or the weed out the window and be like, okay, I'm done, bro. Cause I would feel, I would still feel the conviction of the Holy Spirit, but I was just weak. My flesh was weak. I had lost my power, bro. I kind of had lost, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my flesh was just very weak at the time. So every day, bro, I would be going to the dispensary. I would say, you know what? This is my last time smoking weed and I'm done forever. This is my last time jerking off and I'm done forever. This is my last time, doing this, and I'm done forever. We all have done that with all these types of vices. So I would do that with masturbation and smoking weed. And every other day, man, I find myself in the same problem. So I'm telling you, man, I smoked weed for about 2 months and then I dropped it. And then I ended up going back again because I dropped both of them, but then I ended up going back because, like, I'm telling you, when your heart's not fully submitted to God, that's when, I'm telling you, bro, like, your heart got to be fully submitted. Because if not, then you being lukewarm and you just kind of like, you either going to be lukewarm and that's fake, or you just going to be just like, you're just not going to be fired up, bruh. That's why you got to be all in or nothing. So, like I was saying, it's going to be 100 times harder to get your life back. And that's just kind of how it is, because when the devil sees someone who's trying to break free from willful sin and they're trying to get their life back, you got to expect him to try to make it hard, because he's not going to just want you to just, bro, just to worship God and it's all good, you're trying to live right. Nah, he wants you going exactly where he going. So it was pretty tough, man. It was pretty tough. And it took me months. It took me months from that point on to really just cut everything off cold turkey. And yeah, bro, I'm telling y'all, it was a battle. It was a battle for many months. I went cold for months. I wasn't making no YouTube content or nothing like that. But man, Christ washed me free of my sins, and I got made new, and I got my fire back too, bro. I got my fire back, but it took me to get scared straight, bro. It took me to get scared straight, because every time I would fornicate and all of that, it took me to fornicate with this last chick, bro. And that's what just kind of, Christ put the fear of God in me, bro. I was like, yo, I gotta stop this. I felt dirty. I felt nasty. I felt like, yo, I can't keep doing this no more, bro. And I promised to God, I was like, yo, I'm not having sex until I have a wife, bro. And yeah. So I'm telling y'all, bro, like, some of us just gonna have to learn the lesson, But I'm telling y'all, to avoid all of that, stay on semen retention and stay strong, bro. Don't get distracted. And don't open yourself up to no temptation either. Do not open yourself up to no type of temptation, because I'm telling you, like, whenever you on semen retention, expect, bro, these succubus and these, these Jezebels, bro, to try to, like, get you off of your path, bro. That stuff is going to happen. But you just got to be strong enough to resist that, you know? So, yeah, man. That was how I kind of fell back short. And then, not kind of, but that's how I fell back short. But, I got my fire back, bro. But you got to fully submit, too. You have to be fully submitted. And, yeah. But appreciate y'all watching this video, though. Man, that's...